loves, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. Hi, my name is Bossa of OJ Beauty, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So I uploaded my relocation vlog, and in the vlog I mentioned like getting like a scholarship and stuff. So I had a couple of people hit me up in the DMs asking about this, so I thought I'll just do a sit down video explaining the entire process and how I got the scholarship. If you're interested in that and my entire like process of getting here to the UK, then keep on watching. Alright, so first off is uni. I just want to say that to get admission in the UK, I do not think it's that difficult. I feel like if you have all your documents, then you're good and ready to go. Just make sure your documents are complete, they are correct, and they are clear. I started this process December 2022, yeah, and I applied to 3 unis. I applied to Buckinghamshire University, I applied to Hertfordshire, and I applied to University of Lincoln, which I am currently in. So I did all this in December 2022. At that time, I was not really sure if I knew I was tired of the country, I knew I was tired of my job, and I knew I wanted to do something. And literally, like, most of my friends had started relocating, so I just felt like, you know what, let me just apply and see like where it leads me to. For my applications, I pretty much uploaded my transcript, the student copy. I uploaded my what's it called, my university certificate. I uploaded, what else, my WAEC, because I didn't use IELTS, I used my WAEC, so I uploaded my WAEC result as well, and other stuff the school asked me to upload. My reference, I used one academic reference from my uni, and I used one work reference. By December 2022, I was done with my applications, and then I was just waiting for feedback. In January, I got feedback from University of Lincoln saying I've been given a conditional offer. Pretty much it means that you've been given an offer in the university, however you have to meet some conditions. You have to like upload some documents and stuff for them to go ahead with your application. And the documents they requested were my transcripts, the official copy, because I uploaded the student copy earlier. I had to send a mail to my uni to send them the official copy. The uni literally just sends a mail to the other uni, and yeah, that's how it goes. And then because I used my WAEC, I wrote my WAEC in 2013. I have to get like a letter from my uni saying that my course was taught in English. I reached out to my really wonderful lecturer back in uni. Also, they said because my WAEC was in 2013, I also needed to upload my CV stating that I've been working and I've been using English language in my day-to-day life. Yeah, I submitted all my documents and I just kept waiting till I got feedback from the uni. However, the remaining 2 universities I got, they also got back to me. They gave me a conditional offer, but the stress of like reaching out to my uni to send like transcript to each of the universities, and I had to pay for that, so I just left it. So I focused on University of Lincoln. Also, I did focus on them because of the scholarship. I'll get into that later, because I checked the website of each school and I saw the type of scholarships they were awarding. So yeah, I just decided to focus on UOL's, University of Lincoln. I uploaded all that in January, and fast forward to March, yeah, I got my unconditional offer from University of Lincoln saying that I have been accepted, that my transcript, everything, my uni sent, my WAEC, my everything was fine. Okay, I also forgot to mention, for my undergrad, I studied BSc in anatomy, which has no relation to what I'm doing now. However, after uni, I found myself in the bank for 4 years, and I decided I wanted to take on the human resources career path. And I also did like a professional course. I did professional in human resources international. That's the one HRCI does. Yeah, I did that in 2021 and I passed that. So I also used that when I was applying for my human resources course for my master's. So I uploaded my PHRI certificate for my application, and yeah, I got my offer. So I'm currently studying masters in management with human resources. Yeah, it's a 1-year course. Also, in my offer letter, it stated that I have been awarded scholarship, which is like, so if you have like a minimum of 2.2, if you graduated with a minimum of 2.2 in your undergrad, you'll be awarded the African scholarship, which is like £4,000 of your tuition. My fees were £16,800, and girl, I ain't got the money. God knows I do not have £16,800. I mean, I saw it from the onset, but I was like, you know what, let me just apply and, you know, walk in faith. However, I had done my research and I saw on their website that they offer this 50% off scholarship, which is the Lincoln Global Leader Scholarship. And I met all the criteria. I had a 2-1, my country was eligible. I'm like, why not? So I applied. Same day I got my unconditional offer. I had to write about 2 essays, one about my academic achievements and the other one about my aspirations. I did that and I put in my essay. I literally submitted my application because they have like 3 application times. They have in March, I think they have in June or July, and maybe April or so. I applied for the one in March. I literally applied on the deadline, like the day the thing was closing. Then I waited and I prayed and I fasted. It was literally war, guys. I was praying and fasting every day. I also gave my Isaac offering. If you go to Harvesters, you know the meaning of Isaac offering. I told God that this offering is for this my scholarship, that I have to back this scholarship. Fast forward to 20th of March. I will never forget that day, guys. I was literally at work. It was payday because they usually pay our salary on the 20th. I was at work and I got an email saying that I've been awarded the scholarship. You know when tears literally start falling from your eyes, guys? And then the people that were around me were like, are you okay? What's wrong? Did someone die? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, guys, don't worry. I literally knelt down and I was crying. I was like, God, whoo, because like that was a lot of money. To be honest, yeah, it was a very straightforward process for the scholarship application. If I can do it, you can do it, trust me. Just sit down and write your essay properly. Make sure that your points are strong and valid. So as I said, you're going to talk about your academic achievements, and you're also going to talk about your future ambitions and everything. Just pour out your heart literally in it, why you're studying the course, why you need the scholarship and everything. However, in the scholarship letter, a criteria for them to actually fully give me the scholarship was that I had to pay my £5,000 cash deposit before 31st of March, guys. And they gave me that letter on the 20th. So I literally had what, 10 days. Nah, it was not funny. I was literally just thankful. I'm like, God, you brought me this far. You will not leave me. I know you will not leave me for sure. And I started thinking, how do I want to pay this money in 10 days? Because it's literally a very short time frame. And if you know Form A, you know that at that time, it was not easy to get your Form A done. People are literally getting their Form A done in like 3 months. Thankfully, again, another thing I thank my bank for, like where I worked, because like I was able to get my Form A done within like that time frame. Spoke to someone and they were like, oh, you can actually send a mail and then they can help you like fast track it. Just give like reasons why you need to do this and that. And yeah, I sent an email. I got my payment done literally on the, I think it was finalized on the 29th. Yeah, I got my receipts that my payment was successful before 31st of March. God did, man. I am so thankful for everybody he like brought my way to help me. I'm literally so grateful for everyone. And then I just want to say shout out to everybody that is like literally coming to the UK now with this exchange rate, because it's ridiculous. Because I paid 5k deposit, so at the time I paid, you people's president has not entered, Tinubu, so the exchange rate was like 500 and something to a pound. It was not even up to 600, bro. So like I was literally able to pay 2.8. I think everything rounded up to 2.8 million. I can't imagine like what £5,000. £5,000 that is literally over 5 million now. So shout out to everyone going through this process now. God is with you, and I pray that God helps you cross this bridge, because it is tough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, after my cast was done and sorted, I proceeded to book my TB test, because I also know that one you have to also book it on time, because you know it's literally very hard for you to get a date. So yeah, I booked it in April, yeah, and I got a date for May. Can see how far that was, and I paid 50,000, I believe. Also, I noticed that my passport was gonna expire. My passport was expiring in 2024, and I didn't want to come to the UK and start renewing passports, so I decided to also renew my passport in Nigeria. I went to Ibadan for that, and it was just a very, you guys know how passport wahala. If you don't have connect, sorry for you, like it's literally hard. But yeah, I was able to do that in Ibadan. Now I do not have to worry about my passport expiring in how many years? 5 years. I didn't have money for 10 years, so I did 5 years. So at least I know for 5 years I'm Gucci. So for my uni, I know some unis they give automatic CAS. Mine is different. I had to apply for CAS. I applied for my CAS on the 30th of March, and it literally took them like 2 months, because I got my CAS letter in May. That's like what took like the entire time. However, another mistake I made was that, well, it was not really a mistake because I had gone to renew my passport. My new passport document was not out, and then obviously I need like the new passport number. So now my cast, when I got my cast, it was stating my old passport number, and I needed them to change it to my new passport number. Now I had to reach out to the university again to like put a sponsor note in my cast stating that my passport number has been updated. And now this was around what? This was around June, July, and this was when they started receiving like high volume of mails and calls and everything, so it was really hard getting them to give me that sponsor note. I had to call and call and call and literally send a bunch of mails, but yeah, I got it done eventually. So I got a sponsor note added to my card saying that the passport number of my card has been updated and I have a new passport number. For flight here, I didn't want anything to stress me. I did my research. Guys, just do your research. Everything is online for you, to be honest. I saw that so I booked Qatar. I booked Qatar because they offer a student privilege club thing where you can get like extra 23 kg bag when you're traveling. I booked my flight in May with Wakanda when I knew that my cast was like almost sorted basically. So Wakanda has this pay small thing where you can pay in installments for like a flight. I obviously did not have the flight money. It's also good to book your flight way ahead of time. So I booked my flight in May and I was traveling in September. Guys, I don't even have visa yet, but I usually just book my flights in faith. So yeah, I booked my flight and I used to pay small feature Wakana. So I did 3 installments. For the first payment, which is the first day you're paying, you pay like a 25% down payment. The entire flight ticket was for 448,415 naira. For the first down payment, I paid about 159,000. That was on the 20th of May. On the 20th of June, they removed 144,000, and then on the 20th of July as well, they removed 144,000. That was how I was able to pay for my flight ticket without like struggling and thinking of money. So I didn't even have to beg for money from anybody. Once my salary just dropped, I just removed out of my salary and paid for the flight ticket, and yeah, that was that. And I was able to pay within 3 months. I advise you guys to use it. However, if you default, I didn't default, but if you default payment, there's like a default fee you have to pay, and it's quite a lot. So please don't default your payments. Pay the money, just have the money in your bank account, and on the day you're supposed to pay, just transfer it to Waka now, and they'll send you a receipt. Very smooth, very easy. But if you have the money, by all means, pay money at once. I also booked my accommodation with the uni. I wanted soft landing when I go here. I didn't want to start stressing up and down, so I literally went on the university's YouTube. I watched videos of like all the apartment they had. I also joined, so they have like these webinars where they show you like the accommodations and then they explain everything to you. Really helpful, to be honest. Like they really helped with coming in and settling in really well. I picked one of the accommodations. I really did not pay anything because they just removed like $1 from like my account also, and then printed like my booking reference, like the contract for when I'll be applying for my visa. I had everything done. I had my TB test done already. I went in that day and then got it done. I think I finished around like 2 p.m. I thought it was going to take me the whole day, but it didn't. I had all my documents in check. Now where the issue came in was my what's it called, financial statement. Yeah, the exchange rate gave me sleepless nights, guys. Exchange rates had me like this, because like you have the money and then next morning you wake up, the exchange rate has increased, and then you have to add more money, or you have to either pay like deposit in pounds, and I didn't want to go through the whole forming process again. But yeah, I finally had my financial statements and then had everything prepared. You have to have it in your account for 28 days, and then I printed my statements and immediately applied for my visa. I had to apply for my visa on the 1st of August. Visa cost was like $485, and my IHS was like 950 something dollars as well. For the visa processing center, you can either pick Ikeja or Island, but I picked Island because obviously it's closer to my office and I can just walk down from my office to, it was literally like a walking distance to my office. I picked Victoria Island and I had to pay extra £55 for that service as well. My visa application, that's the visa, the IHS and the TLS center cost, I paid about 1.4 M if I am right, I believe. Yeah, I didn't pay in Naira, obviously. I had to use someone's account and then transfer the money to the person and all that jazz. For my visa application, I uploaded everything on the website. If you go to the website, guys, the information is literally on the internet. To be honest, I don't know why people use agents, but do you? If you can read and understand and can comprehend things, you can basically run this thing by yourself. And I know some agents do not collect money, but I did it by myself, so yeah, I don't know. For your visa application, you literally upload all the documents on the website. Passport biodata page, I uploaded my CAS documents, I uploaded my sponsor note, the sponsor note that the uni gave me, even though they had already uploaded it on their end, but I also still uploaded it on my end. I uploaded my employment evidence, so I got like a letter from my employer stating that I've been employed from so time to this time, and then stating my salary. I also uploaded my offer letter. I uploaded my TB certificate. That's my tuberculosis test certificate. I also uploaded my scholarship award letter. There's like sections for things you need to upload, and you just upload it. I uploaded my birth certificate, I think. Yeah, that was it. And I submitted my application. I got my confirmation that I have paid, and then I picked a date, and I also got my IHS number. And I got a date to come into TLS Center to drop my passport. Basically, I think I picked the date for like the next week, and I went to the visa TLS Center at Victoria Island, and then yeah, I submitted my passport and everything. I paid for standard. I didn't do priority. However, I got my visa, maybe because the timing was like there was no rush at that time because I applied in August. So yeah, I got my visa literally a week after. I got a mail a week after that my passport was ready for pickup, and then I picked it up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope I didn't speak so fast because I usually get feedback that I talk so fast, but yeah, apologies if I did. That was how I was able to bag my 50% scholarship. Basically, I have just £3,800 left to pay for my tuition and also my accommodation and living expense. Even if you don't get the 50% off scholarship, you still get the £4,000 up, and I feel like it's still a lot of money. If you have any other questions or if you have concerns, you can just reach out to me in my DMs. My Instagram is ojbeauty. Also, you can leave a comment down below and I'll answer everything you want to know. Again, my heart goes out to anyone leaving the country at this time because the exchange rate is not smiling. I heard they are increasing IHS fees, they are increasing a lot of things, so but don't worry, if it's your time, it's your time, okay? It was my time and God helped me, so God will help you too. Amen. Amen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share this video with anyone that you think will be useful for them, and subscribe down below. Also, please hit the bell like button so you get notified anytime I post a new video, and please go back and watch any of my videos you missed. My relocation vlog is also up. I'll link it here. Please watch it, and yeah, I would see you guys in my next video. Bye. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place, 'cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.